And here we are. Back in action. Hyreek going to be sitting this one out. As Hooks now. Out to the right side and going to run this one up. Hooks, ooh. Almost a nice little move there for the first down. Alucard, it's all good. Had some family stuff going on. So I was away for a while, but we are back in action now. Juan Beast was just wide open. Hook's still going to yuck it up to my man Juan Beast, who is still wide open. Juan Beast, past the 30, past the 25, diving it up to the 17-yard line. Juan Beast going absolutely crazy. Drew Locke, thank you so much for the sub. And Jaeger play wow, or he'll refund that. Jaeger, if he refunds that, I won't be able to eat. So Jaeger, play wow, or I'll starve to death. No pressure, though. So 2nd and 12 coming up. As Turf Tarantulas off the big play. Hooks. Left side, going to throw the quick comeback. To none other than Juan Beast once more. So, Turf Tarantulas, Hooks at QB, Wombat, and Hyreek out wide. Mark is the running back here as Hooks sliding up, tried to find a run lane there. Unable to do so as Stupendous Man. They're playing the spy at the line of scrimmage. As Hooks pushed quite far back by the 4-man blitz and just throws up an absolute moon ball to that left side, intended for Mark, but way over his head. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. And Polar Opposites are going to get their first possession from their own 12. So field position, not the best. But we'll see what they can do with it here as Magician taking the field at the quarterback position for Polar Opposites. Bobito and Quan out wide. Eakin is the running back. Magician just looking to get some breathing room here. And will pick up 9 with his legs. Escaping that ever so dangerous safety territory, especially when you got a defensive line like this coming at you. MJR, Kofi, and exceptionally as Magician now. Gonna get sacked by Hyreek, the 4th man in, for a loss of 6. So Polar Opposites line made up of Taylor, Stupendous Man, and Wi-Fi. And as I just mentioned, exceptionally, MJR and Kofi are the pass rushers, as exceptionally almost picks up a safety there, but Magician able to slip away and throws up a bomb to Bobito, who comes down with that catch and takes Polar Opposites across the 50-yard line. So Magician now. And it looks like Hyreek is the 4th man blitzing on every play and will pick up his 2nd sack that time. Joey Football says, how far can you throw the ball? I think it's around like 60 yards. I don't know the exact yardage amount. I used to know that, but I have not. I've forgotten it. As Magician will get sacked. And Magician, 2 sacks in a row, making this a 3rd and 30 situation. My dude, Easy, in the chat to this day, the only MVP that we've got as Magician now. Left side, slide jumping back. Magician cannot take another sack here. Wi-Fi out of stam there. Magician, oh, Reek missed the dive and gets jailed by Wi-Fi. Magician now going to throw this one up left side, and that will be caught by Quan at the 15. So 2nd time in a row that Polar Opposites have been bailed out on long contested throws. So they continue using those as a crutch. Eventually, Turf Tarantula is going to come down with one as Magician sliding up that left sideline. So 2nd and 1 coming up as Magician. Going to try and find the end zone with his legs. Will get close, but not all the way there. So it's a goal-to-go situation from the 2 for Polar Opposites here on 1st down. So watch for Turf Tarantulas to try and stuff those holes at the start of the play and then fall back into quarters coverage here as Magician will throw this one away. Had 2 linemen staring him in the face there. So 2nd and goal coming up now from the 2. Once again, they're going to look to stuff those run lanes and then fall into zone here. Wombat, ooh, that right side was wide open for a second there, but Wombat able to get there. And Magician going to have to throw this one away yet again. So that'll bring it to 3rd and goal now. And Turf Tarantulas playing this very well so far. Almost had a moment where there were 2 wide open on the right side, but Wombat noticed it and got there. As Magician now maybe going to look for a run lane here. You can see he's hovering closer to the line of scrimmage and did try to go for the run, but will be sacked by Exceptionally. And Turf Tarantulas are just one more stop away from completing this goal line stand, as it is 4th and goal from the 6. Magician now out to the right side. Kofi there. Kofi missing the dive. Magician scrambling backwards here. 3 men coming up. This one thrown up left side and will be caught for the touchdown by Quan. Turf Tarantulas were so close to pulling off that goal line stand. They were playing amazing defense, and yet again, Polar Opposites bailed out by a contested catch on 4th down. So Turf Tarantulas gonna get the ball yet again here. As Freak gonna get tackled at the 34. So Turf Tarantulas got to score on this drive. And I mean, Polar Opposites offense did not look great on that drive. Turf Tarantulas were playing very good defense. They just were getting got on those fourth and long 50s. I mean, there were 3 of them on that drive. So if Turf Tarantulas can just come down with one of those, I mean, that drive goes entirely differently. Bobby, Big Bits, my dude. Hope you're having a great night. Also, love the work you've been putting in on the website for the GFA. As Hooks now. Out to the left side, and Hooks gonna get sacked by Taylor here. Loss of 9 this time. As Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the game. So 2nd and 19 coming up. Hooks right side, almost sacked by Taylor. MJR did a great job keeping him on the shield. As Hooks now looking for something exceptionally. He's wide open. Hooks throws it into the dirt. Just barely in front of him. Bobby, thank you for the prime sub, my dude. Let me update your website streamer profile photo. I got to take a new pic, I guess. Hooks now. Right side. And not much open downfield. Polar Opposites secondary playing very good defense here. And that one's going to be intercepted by Quan. Just a bit short of Mark, who was waiting on that sideline for that one. So Polar Opposites now with a chance to pull away a bit here. As Quan comes down with that interception. Quan has been an absolute monster in this game so far. This one thrown up yet again for Quan. Just barely over his head. If that was, I mean, if that was a tiny bit shorter, that would have been a massive play for Polar Opposites. Quan really showcasing his ability here in this game as Magician now. Dancing away from Kofi. MJR trying to get there. Magician is going to dive that one up for a gain of 6. Yo, Drew Locke or Kofi or Crispy, just somebody that's playing WoW, remind me to make a World of Warcraft channel in the TM Team Discord so that I can tell everybody what server we're on and stuff. As Magician now. Backed up quite far here. May end up throwing this one away as long as Kofi just keeps this pressure on him. But no, going to throw this one up into a crowd where it will be picked off by none other than Wom Beast. Drew, I said to just remind me to make a World of Warcraft channel in my Discord. Text channel, that is. So Wom Beast I mean, nothing new from him. Juan Beast, an absolute freak of nature on the defensive side of the ball. So, Juan Beast giving Turf Tarantulas a chance that they will hopefully take advantage of here. Getting the ball back. Excuse me, had a little bit of a hiccup there. As Hooks on the sideline here. Doesn't walk out of bounds. Was very close. Picks up the first down and more. Hooks still on his feet. Tackled at the 25. Alucard, Wombat is not underrated because Wombat is the GOAT. If anyone's underrating Wombat, a.k.a. Wom Beast, you send him my way as Hook's going to get sacked by Taylor. I believe that's his third. So it'll be a 2nd and 19 situation coming up here. Also, something that I didn't notice until now is that Magician is actually playing QB and corner, which is a little bit rare. Typically, you see the quarterback slip into one of the safeties and then act as the fourth, kind of the fourth man on the line. So either sending the 4-man blitz, mirroring the QB at the line of scrimmage to contain, or watching for leaks. But, I mean, if Snake was here, we'd have the duo of strange quarterback defensive play. Because Snake plays edge on defensive line, and Hooks taking an absolutely massive sack there. It's going to be 4th and 43. Hooks is just going to have to stay on his feet long enough for his receivers to get there, and will not be able to do so. As that is going to be a sack on 4th down. And Polar Opposite's going to be getting the ball in fantastic field position here. Magician running this one straight up the middle. Almost busted that one off long. So, Polar Opposites, I mean, don't have much ground to cover here. Already at the 22-yard line, about to enter the red zone. And, I mean, we'll see if they can get there. Turf Tarantula's defense has been playing well in this game so far. We'll see if they can come up big again. Maybe score them a turnover here so that Turf Tarantulas can try and get some points up on the board before halftime. But that just was an absolute dot to Quan, who just played Mark off of his body perfectly. You can see right here, Quan had the angle on that all the way. Mark was on the inside of him. And Quan makes a great play. Polar Opposites up 14-0. That was an absolute beauty by Magician. Mark now going to be returning this kick up the left. Mark making some nice cuts here, picking up some extra yards up to the 39. Great move there by Mark. So just over a minute remaining in this first half here as Hooks out to the right side. And going to throw this one up the sideline. Will it be too deep? Yes, it will. Over the head of Mark that time. So the 1-minute warning has just hit. Turf Tarantulas still looking for their first points of this matchup. They're down 2 scores. And Polar Opposites also will be getting the ball to start the second half. Taylor has been an absolute menace in this game. His 4th sack onto Hooks. So 3rd and 21 here. And if Polar Opposites can force a turnover here and get another score before half, they may be able to run away with this game before we even hit halftime. As Hooks looking for something downfield. All of his linemen are leaked out. Throwing this one up deep. And that's going to be intercepted by Magician. So 35 seconds on the clock. Polar Opposites on their own 36. We'll see if they can get down the field. Bust a move here. Get a score before half. Go up 3 scores. As this one thrown up deep right side will be too deep Poor Wi-Fi. That one falls incomplete. Damn, I'm going to have to put my AC in soon. It's hot. It's hot in this room right now. It's like 80 degrees over here today. As Magician now. Left side, and Quan making that diving catch on the comeback. Timeout is called. So 13 seconds left on the clock. Polar opposites will get at least one chance at the end zone here as long as they pick up some yards on this play. Bobito doing the fake AFK strat here. This one thrown up deep. Will be caught by Taylor. And Polar opposites now have 3 seconds on the clock. They've got one play to score before half. We'll see if they can do it. Magician will slide dive that one in with a second to spare. Polar opposites going up 3-0 in the first half. So Polar opposites having themselves a game so far. Hyreek returning this one up the right side, and that will be the last play of this first half, where there's like one person that I want to call bad when I call the team bad. So like whenever I say Huntsmen are bad, I'm only talking to Drew Lock. Is just the rule of thumb. Other than that, I love Huntsmen, and they're the best, and Yay Goat is the GOAT QB of all time. But then sometimes I say Huntsmen are bad, and because I just like to make fun of Drew Lock. Same thing for Turf Tarantulas with Snake. Sometimes I just like to be like, oh yeah, Turf Tarantulas, they stink. But I'm only talking about Snake. As Magician. Jumping up for a gain of 6 there. So, Polar opposites, I mean, bro, Easy. To see Easy, the GOAT receiver, talking about Yay Goat, the GOAT QB. I mean, sheesh, Easy. It sounds to me like you should just join Huntsman. As it's 3rd and 4 here, Magician tried to dive ahead for the first down, didn't quite get it. So it will be 4th and 2 here. Turf Tarantulas with a chance to make a big stop. Will they be able to do so? Magician has plenty of time here. And will hit Quan on the comeback. And Quan will pick up the first down. Magician now. Slide jumping that one straight ahead. Kofi, like a freight train on the track, did not stop running after that QB. And Kofi picks up the big sack there. Hey, Easy. If there's any team in all of Gridiron that I believe to put on a heroic comeback, it's Alien. Because I know that Alien never gives up. And they go for the win. Magician now. Plenty of time here. Throwing this one left side to Quan. And Quan still on his feet. Put on a couple of moves there. Tackled at the 17. So 1st and 10 situation coming up. As Magician out to the right side. Kofi almost able to get there, but Magician now. Lots of pressure coming in. MJR going to hit him with a jumping knee there, it would seem, as that's going to be a sack for a loss of 7. Quan stoppable makes me think of Kim Possible. Magician hanging in the pocket there. Literally took his hands off the WASD. And wow, barely got that one off, but that'll fall incomplete. Third and 17 coming up. As Magician. Throwing this one left side. Quan had to dive for it, so it will be 4th down. No yak opportunity there for Quan. So it's going to be 4th and 6 for polar opposites. And we've got another pause here. So 4th down here. Kofi trying to get the sack. Missing the dive, though. And Magician just going to walk this one right up the middle for the polar opposites. 1st down. And Magician now trying to run that one up, but will be sacked by Exceptional. Yeah, Kofi got a bit greedy there, going for that dive. Contain was lost, and Magician as Eakin now. Oh, they tried to get a little bit cheeky with it, and Eakin is going to throw an interception to Hooks off of the handoff there, attempting to throw a TD. And Hooks, I absolutely respect the play call. There's no doubt about it. Hooks somehow slipping through there. That looked like he was meant to get tackled at the line of scrimmage 2 or 3 times. Quan just said in the chat he was not meant to throw. So I honestly respect the play call even more there. And Hook's going to get safetied. No. Able to throw it away. And Taylor swatting it down. Could not have been any closer to a safety there. Oh, but I was saying that I respect the play call even more if Eakin was supposed to run it. And he was like, nah, I'm throwing this thing, coach. Let me air it out. Ooh, barely over the head of Hyreek. Eakin was supposed to do a halfback draw, said, nah, 4 verts. Pulling out the air raid. As Hooks. 4-man blitz coming in. Nice throw there by Hooks, hitting Wombat coming across the middle of the field for the 1st down. At this point, Turf Tarantulas' first step in the comeback plan for Turf Tarantulas is to just get some points on the board. Still got a goose egg. As Hooks. What a throw by Hooks to Wombeast up the left sideline. Absolutely massive play there. And Wombeast has 115 of Hooks' 128 passing yards. So Hooks out to the right. Wanted to hit Hyreek. Coming to the sideline there. Unable to do so. And Hooks will hit exceptionally on the right side on the leak. So 2nd and 4 coming up now. For Turf Tarantulas, once again, still looking for their first points of the game. As we've got 10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. This one thrown up, and wow! What a throw that was. I think also some of the defenders may have sold on that. But Turf Tarantulas with their first touchdown, you can see here. Maybe just the slide angle was a bit off by whoever that was. But what a throw that was by Hooks. So Turf Tarantulas putting their first points on the board here, and they are by no means out of this game. Down just 2 scores. And still a whole quarter of football left to play, so we'll see if they can make a couple of defensive stops here, as Eakin will be tackled at the 30-yard line. Polar opposites looking to re-extend their lead to 3. Doing so would almost certainly seal the game for them. as that's going to be a sack by Hyreek. So that's a good start to the stop that they're going to need to get here if they want to claw their way back into this game. As Magician going to get sacked again. This time it's Kofi coming around the edge. So Turf Tarantulas all of a sudden got Magician knocked back into safety range. If I had to guess, I'd say he's probably going to try and run it here. Just try and get some room. No, he is going to get safetied! Turf Tarantulas picking up the safety. It was exceptionally doing the dirty work. Turf Tarantulas do exactly what they needed to do. And just like that, they've got a chance to score here and pull this to within a one-score game. 3 minutes and 32 seconds left in the match. Hooks. Left side, throwing this one up opposite side of the field. Caught by Mark. Massive play for the Turf Tarantulas already, and Mark is still on his feet. Block coming in downfield. Mark tackled at the 21-yard line. Turf Tarantulas weaving a web of greatness before our very eyes. As Hooks, left side now, Wi-Fi looking for the sack, not going to get it. Hooks picking up 5 yards on the run. Turf Tarantulas, 3 minutes left in this game. Hooks, left side. Gonna get sacked by Magician for a loss of 1. So it'll be 3rd and 6 now. As Hooks, wow, look at that unison slide by the Turf Tarantulas line there, and Hooks, wow, stayed on his feet for longer than I anticipated there. But it's going to be 4th and 6 coming up. So Turf Tarantulas comeback is on the line here. It's 4th down. Hooks out to the left side. Going to throw that one to Mark, who picks up the 1st down. Lindsay, thank you so much for the sub. I love you very much. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Hooks now. Left side. Lindsay, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Lindsay. I'm furious. My cat is going nuts right now. I'm so sorry. As Hooks now. Out to the right side, and that's going to be intercepted by Quan. So, Turf Tarantulas. Cinderella story may be coming to an abrupt end here. As Magician will pick up that 1st down, and the safety there may have been the Turf Tarantulas' only shot at securing the comeback. So, oh my god, my cat is going literally wild right now. I'm going to go move her again to her bed and see if she'll just go to sleep. As Magician now. Trying to evade the pressure, but unable to do so as... Yeah, she's definitely upset about the score. All right, but all of a sudden, it's 4th and 15. 4 polar opposites. Turf Tarantulas with a shot here to make a defensive stop happen. And Magician somehow slips out. And this one thrown up deep. His man's got a step. And Quan will make that catch. That has got to just about seal it. Magician now. Slide jumping up the middle there and will be tackled by Mark. after picking up the first down. Turf Tarantulas truly giving it all they've got. But ultimately, polar opposites are going to come away with the win in this game. Although polar opposites have not scored in the second half yet. Keep in mind they had 21 heading into halftime. Turf Tarantulas had 0. As that's going to be an interception by somebody. Kofi did have a few tough dives. As Hooks now out to the right side. And throwing this one up middle of the field. Nice throw and a great catch by Mark. Hooks delivered an absolute dot. So Hooks now. Almost sacked for a big loss. Instead will be picked off by Magician. So, polar opposites. Hey, bro, I got to turn, but I'm playing with my cat with my other hand. Magician doing a little bit of lagging here. That one thrown up. And will be caught by Eakin. "19 seconds on the clock. Magician running this one up right side, looking for the end zone, not going to find it. So 8 seconds left now. Polar opposites looking to run the score up. Magician, quick throw to Eakin, making that diving catch on the right sideline. So polar opposites. Oh, I just reset their score instead of adding a point. They're going to come down with that 2-point conversion attempt as well. So a 20-point lead now. For polar opposites. Very, very correct in saying that polar opposites can 50. They had multiple bailout 4th and long 50 balls that they came down with. So last play of the game here, Hooks going to get sacked. So here is your final score, 29-9. Get into the stats here.